Hi, Shell Point. I'm Jeff Corey from the Legacy Foundation, joined today by Christy Skinner, our Senior Director of Healthcare. Thank you, Christy, for being with us. We're here to talk about the LifeCare Refresher Course that's coming to the Village Church on February 6th at 10 a.m. Christy, this is a program we ran a couple of years ago, really had a lot of resident excitement around it. Again, a refresher on what our residents purchased when they came to Shell Point. I know sometimes our residents, maybe they've been here for 6 months or 6 years, and sometimes we need a little refresher on exactly what does it mean to be a resident at Shell Point. And you're going to talk about, you and your team are going to talk about some of the healthcare pieces to that puzzle. So can you tell us a little bit about what you'll be doing on that day and what you'll be sharing with our residents?
Sure. Our panel is going to be made up of Carol Clark from the Medical Center. She's spoken before about what to expect when you come to the medical center, how insurance coverage impacts your expectations and what coverages are available in the medical center when you see a practitioner when you come. And she'll have a great explanation for those benefits. We'll have Rachel Zellers, our Director of Long-Term Care, who has been with us a little over a year. She's going to talk about what services are available at the Larson Pavilion, so from a short-term stay to a long-term stay, the different medical insurances and how they work. So that's really good clarification because we get a tremendous amount of questions on, so if I don't have Medicare and I have a Medicare Advantage plan, how does that work? How do those coverages work when I come to the pavilion? So she'll be talking about that and Medicare billing as well. I'll just cover all of the different medical services that we have here at Shell Point because as a person can imagine, when they come to Shell Point and they're walking in and they hear all of the wonderful things when they meet with a sales counselor, you probably retain about 15 to 25% of that information, even when you take diligent notes. So then time passes, you settle in, and then a medical emergency or a medical service need comes up and you say, oh man, how do I even tap into the plethora of coverages and services that we have? So we just thought it was a good time to remind everybody of the amount of services that we have, from assisted living to their healthy living coordination services, from start to finish on what they have and what they're eligible for here at Shell Point.
Right, you'll be talking about our specialty clinic services and rehab, and I think it's great because oftentimes people have questions about insurance. Unfortunately, healthcare and insurance sort of go hand in hand here. So this will be a great reminder of particularly what kind of services and what kind of costs and how insurance mixes in that as well.
And we work really well with you at the Legacy, so can you tell us a little bit about what you'll be covering as well?
Sure, we're going to be talking about long-term care insurance. Lots of our residents coming to Shell Point have a long-term care policy. So again, most people haven't looked at their policy for years, don't understand perhaps what they have or how it works with the contract they've chosen. So we're going to spend some time, just a little bit of time, talking about long-term care policies and what that means for residents who have those policies, how they qualify, what to look for in their summary of benefits and that sort of thing.
Excellent. You guys do so many wonderful things. I always have somebody walk out of the Legacy going, and they do that too?
Yeah.
So I think it's a wonderful time to learn what all we have here as far as medical services and their LifeCare contracts, an explanation of what those have and the different details and nuances of those contracts. So we're excited for residents to come and join us on February 6th at 10 a.m. at the Village Church. So
absolutely. It'll be a great time.
Yeah.
So come join us again for LifeCare Refresher Course. Ronnie Icho will be there as well from our marketing and sales department. She'll be talking about the contracts, and it'll be a great time of learning. So please feel free to come on out and join us for a special day.